Hey, they say it ain't over till it's over. Well, let me tell you, this one definitely ain't over.
How long you all been rocking in here?
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
How long y'all been rocking in here?
Offense here about ready for their next drive. This deficit moving in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here? Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half. Leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. Harris will start the drive out. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he will lose yards back to the 30. Second down. Running game, and this will help them either. After the catch is that play could be first. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there. And you have to put the time and effort in.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, down at the 31. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Seahawks now at 2 and 5 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to go 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind in the best way to get in.
Oh, you got lucky on that one.
Winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cam Akers, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end up with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways. Their ability to throw and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Fields it right around the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 36, Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But they certainly keep it moving this way. And that one was incomplete. I can't imagine that would be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now will be 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he'll be brought down at the 27. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, partner. There's no intent here because Von Miller, former NFL Man of the Year award winner, he likes to play the game the right way. But in this case, makes a mistake and gets in just a little bit too late, and that draws the penalty.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their drives. Now they still trail. They answer the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Akers hit, he coughs it up. And the Giants have it, it's picked up.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it.
It was either that or 11 o'clock tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm not resentful that
I'm going out of town on Friday. I'll still have my PS5, but I wanted to get the game in.
As we just saw the fumble leaping on the field.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Gibson here running out of the gun.
Got him.
Take it on in for a giant touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants have moved out in front. Oh, I was just
fucking hate
Pilgrim. Hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25. They'll look to throw.
Come on, cut in front of them, Amos.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And this one's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Lawrence's throw there complete to Allen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Dorsett, the man in motion. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
He underthrew it.
It's going to be intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this through. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should...
Philip Dorsett by himself. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Oh, damn, I was about to kill Landry.
The 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Pick it off, guys.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. going to look to throw. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They take a shot.
What up, Des?
Field there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No receivers open, so Rue's forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
No, come on. He didn't have it.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he will be
There's no way.
on what will be the
Fucking
final
back
play
is
of this
close,
first half. So we have reached halftime.
I shouldn't have got greedy. I should have
the
kicked the
difference
field
on the
goal.
scoreboard. As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready.
Damn, I shouldn't have got greedy.
Number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
Come on, Dorsett.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And some room to run now. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
There you go, Gibson.
Extra point now by Boswell. And now it's blocked. And the Seahawks have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him.
Appreciate it, Ike. Oh, man. All right. Block field goal. That's cool.
Question anyone's effort on the field. But normally, you get a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and get after it.
A little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do.
I opened that up for them.
If those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's out wide here for Robinson. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I know, bro. Goddamn.
Good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Rolling to his right.
Oh.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and
I
climb
knew I
back
should
into
have
this
been
game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also
Shanked
change
it.
his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On the counter, Gibson.
Oh, don't run into Von Miller.
He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lawrence will throw. Got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up being complete.
They'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Yeah, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Striker, 3-3. Shot, 17.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown!
Oh my God, there's no way.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. It's a run with Akers. And they will get back to it and one scores. He is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense handle the big play. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden,
look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going right back to Akers. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Come on, my guy's right there.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got Smith here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Touchdown, Seahawks. Juju Smith-Schuster, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball and said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all,
come on, hold your block.
And he's going to have to attack the football and take his loss here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence throwing deep for Galladay. And unable to
that guy don't even put his fucking hands up, bro.
They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hill. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 74 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Akers.
Oh, he's holding on to him.
And he's got some space here.
Come on, that's not holding?
Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They get 1 more as the extra points up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally.
He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
What up, Amir?
Back to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Out of coverage, a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation.
No, come on! You gotta be fucking kidding me, man.
And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They're going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They brought the house that time on the young rookie. Maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing now, Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of buying him up defensively. And now brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. On the handoff, it's Akers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you
Oh shit, you're still picking plays?
chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw right side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.